guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have kind of a first impression of a new product that I just recently tried out. This is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. And a lot of YouTube has been talking about this, and I just wanted to kind of jump on the bandwagon and see what all the fuss is all about. I know a lot of people receive them in PR packages. I did purchase this on Sephora. Not that that makes it better or worse or whatever. It's just what happened. I have mine in the shade Fair Neutral. So this was kind of hard for me to choose. Normally, I'm such a fair skin tone, I automatically go to the lightest, no question, and hope that it is light enough. But from seeing videos and seeing swatches, I knew the two lightest shades are very, very close in shade, but different in tone. Where the Fair Beige is more pink toned, the Fair Neutral is more yellow toned. And I personally have been kind of leaning towards foundations that are a little bit more yellow. My neck and chest lean a little bit more neutral, where my face is a little bit more pink because I have a lot of redness. So that's why I picked up the Fair Neutral instead of the Fair Beige. And overall, I'm very happy that I did, but you'll see in the demo. So this is a stick foundation, like, you know, it scrolls up, scrolls back down. It's a foundation. I'm not going to go through all like the claims and what it has in it and all that, because anybody, you can look that up online. So I do think this is pretty expensive for what you get. You get however much product for like $39, which I have two other stick foundations. I don't love either one of them, and they're complete opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of price. The first one I ever had was the Golden Rose Stick Foundation in the shade 01, and this is $6 on Amazon, or at least it was whenever I purchased it. It is decent. I just definitely feel like it sits on top of my skin. The other one is the opposite end of the spectrum. This is over $40, and this is the Lancome Tiny Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. And this actually probably like less than the Golden Rose Foundation, even though I like the color a little bit better. So this is the Lancome. This is in the shade 90 in Ivory. This is the Golden Rose Foundation in the shade 01. And then this is the Tarte Foundation in Fair Neutral. So as you can see, the Tarte one definitely leans the most neutral to golden. And the other two are pretty pink, with the Golden Rose being the pinkest. None of them are bad per se, but I just definitely don't love how they sit on my skin. And I've heard that's similar for a lot of people with oily or combination skin, as well as dry skin too. I think there's something that makes a stick foundation stick together in the packaging that makes it not kind of sink into your skin like a regular foundation would. I do like kind of the feel of the product. It's like kind of heavy. So like you'll see in the upcoming demo, I used my Clarisonic Foundation Brush on this side of my face and my Beauty Blender on this side of my face. I'm not going to give it away, but I definitely like one over the other, and you'll see in a little bit. I like to try both of them just to see, you know, if they react differently. If you want to see how the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation applies, just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already washed and moisturized my face. Now, first I'm going to prime, and I'm going to prime using the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. And the reason why I'm using this one is A, I think it's an awesome primer. B, it's a little bit stickier, a little bit tackier than my other primers, and I've always found that a stick foundation needs something to kind of cling on to, and it definitely is like moisturizing for my face too, which I've also had problems with stick foundation. As you can see, I definitely have some problem areas. I have actually really great skin right now. This is like completely blowing my mind. I don't actually have any open pimples or blemishes right now, which is mind-blowing, but I do definitely still have some scars that I want to cover up, so I definitely want to get pretty good coverage out of this. I'm going to be doing one side with my foundation brush from Clarisonic and the other side with a Beauty Blender. First, I'm going to do the Clarisonic side. I got pretty good coverage on that side, so I'm going to blend out this side first before we add any more. I think I need a little bit more. I'm still seeing like scars coming through and just some redness peeking. So, and I actually think I like the brush better, so I'm gonna put another layer on and then go back with the brush. So I blended it all out. I definitely think I'm getting pretty decent coverage. I'm seeing some brush strokes, which doesn't always happen with this. So I think it's the foundation, and it's looking a little bit slidey on my nose. So I definitely know, even though I would have either way, I need to set this with a powder. But I actually really like how it looks on my skin. A lot of stick foundations I feel like sit on top of my skin and they don't look great. I actually think this kind of melted into my skin really nicely. It definitely is looking a little bit luminous. It looks really natural and nice. It feels a little heavy, like I can feel it a little bit around my nose. I think this shade looks pretty good, but we'll see. Okay, so I applied the rest of my face makeup. I used my Dermablend setting powder to set the Tarte foundation. Then my bronzer I used today is the Invisible Bronze from Bare Minerals in the shade Medium. And this has been one of my favorite bronzers lately. I love it. My blush is the Marc Jacob Kink and Kisses Air Blush. Highlight is the Becca Skin Perfector in Pearl. I think powders definitely blended out okay on top of this. I felt like whenever I was setting it with my setting powder, it kind of, and I just kind of take my, what brush is this? My E54 brush, and I just kind of like stamp it in. I don't buff my setting powder at all, and I still felt like it kind of took some of the coverage away, which was I did not like. I wanted a little bit more coverage, so I went back in with my Dermablend Intense Powder Camo just to kind of spot, give a little bit more coverage to the problem areas. But overall, I think it looks really good. I think the shade looks pretty good. I'm looking a little bit paler in this light than I am in real life, but overall, I'm glad I picked the shade I did, because I think the other one would have been a little bit more pink, too pink. I'm still kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't, like what primer works underneath it, and, you know, kind of how it best sits on my skin. But overall, it's definitely the best stick foundation I've tried for my skin. I also want to mention I did set it with the Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray, which is like my favorite thing right now. I love this. I don't know why, but it's just so satisfying to shake it and hear the, like, a spray paint can. I love that. I don't think I have anything left to share about this foundation. I think it is okay. I still want to test it and still kind of see how it works for me. But overall, I think it's a good foundation, a good stick foundation for sure. And I encourage you to try it if there's a shade that, you know, matches you. I do not like that the shade range is so limited. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today. Let me know if you like this video, if you want to see other first impression review things. Leave those comments down below. If you like this video, please hit like and or subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.